All right, so this is going to be Zero's release video, and this is Zero, and I got him as one of those teeny tiny $2.99 babies, but you can see that he has gotten quite big, and he needs to be in a bigger tank. He's been in about a 3.5-gallon tank, and he's a strong swimmer, so I'm going to be releasing him into this 14-gallon tank. Which also houses 4 otocinclus, and I will probably add more otocinclus soon. So I just added this one big silk green plant in the back to fill in the space a little bit more because he's been in a small tank and I don't want him to feel super exposed. I do need to add a little bit more water when he's in there. This tank also has one of these kind of like fake rock formations and a whole bunch of real plants, some Java fern, a couple of types of swords, an Anubias, and some Ludwigia that is not exactly thriving. The Ludwigia, I don't think I have good enough lights for that, but it's doing okay, and he enjoys, or any fish, any betta, will enjoy having all the plants. So this tank is designed to look like it is like a little lakeside, and then it goes up the mountain. And yeah, it's 14 gallons, heated and filtered, because he's a betta. All bettas need heated and filtered water. And let me show you the tank that Zero was in when I got him as a baby and that he's been living in. And you can see that it's probably not big enough for a strong swimmer. So here it is. It's about a 3.5 gallon. Super cute, but he needs more space. So I'm going to release him and we will watch him get acquainted with this tank, which is super fun. Hi, Zero. You've gotten so big. You used to just be a tiny baby. There you go, buddy. So I had Zero floating in that cup in this tank for quite a while, mainly because I want to acclimate him to the temperature of the new tank while he's still in his old water and he can acclimate slowly. I'm really hoping he doesn't like attack my otocinclus. That's one of the main reasons I put that plant in there too, that big silk plant, is because I want all of them to have lots of cover so that they're less likely to fight, because otocinclus are totally peaceful, but he's not. Because he's a betta. He's checking everything out. I floated him for a long time, for like an hour, because I also wanted him to get the clue that, you know, you can see those other fish swimming around. This is their territory, and you're being introduced into it, not the other way around. Isn't he beautiful? I've got some algae on the glass on this tank. As you can see, it gets a lot of light, so I have a lot of algae problems with this tank, and I wipe the glass down every time I do a water change. It doesn't matter. It always comes back. I'm not the most experienced fish keeper in the world when it comes to that sort of thing, but I'm learning. He thinks this is pretty cool. He is pretty happy, I can tell. He is a very bold fish. He's probably my most aggressive betta. He flares at me all the time, especially if he hasn't eaten recently. He's like super prone to flaring, but he seems so engaged in all of the new stuff right now that he's not even paying any attention to the autos, which is nice. So I'm going to pause the video for 1 second and put the light back on with the lid so that we can see him a little more clearly. And I might feed him just a couple of pellets just to distract him from the autos that much more. All right, so here is the finished product for now. Hopefully the next time you see this tank, I'll have gotten a lot of that algae off the front of the glass. You can see that like all beta tanks, and indeed like most tanks in general, I have filtration and a heater. Not all tanks do need a heater. There are some cold water fish like goldfish and things, but more fish do need a heater and don't have one than the other way around. So make sure you do your research when you buy your fish and provide them with all of the parameters that they require to thrive. Zero seems super duper happy, and he is also not destroying the otocinclus, which I am super glad about. I think the tank looks way better with that silk plant back there. It was kind of bare looking. You can see that I have a big hunk of mopani wood there. I'm planning on replacing that pretty soon, but I'm just going to replace it with some more wood. It's always great to have a source in a beta's tank that releases tannins. Mopani wood, Indian almond leaves, various types of pods and husks of different organic materials release tannins into water, and tannins have antiseptic properties, and also it'll tint the water just very slightly, so you have a little bit darker tank, and that makes most freshwater fish feel more secure, because rivers and ponds and things like that aren't usually sparkling and clear. I mean, some of them are, but not the places that betas are native to, that's for sure. I just want Zero to come up here one more time. Oh, there's his pond snail. The little snail there on top of that rock formation thingy. Hi, Zero. Hi, buddy. Isn't he pretty? When I got him, he was so tiny. He was like super tiny, and he had no discernible anything that made him look special or different, and I think he's turning into a really special looking fish. His fins are getting huge. I hope they don't get too big. Alright, so that's that. Thank you for watching my video, and if you want to see more beta videos, I'm going to be creating some more tank creation videos, beta keeping tips, just watching my young betas grow, which is super fun and interesting. Yes, so please subscribe. Please keep watching my videos. Thank you.